Hi there and welcome back to Amplify. Today I want to walk you through a piece of software that's really changed my entire social media and podcast workflow. As you probably know, 80% of social media videos are watched with the sound off. What? It's true. 80% of social media videos are watched with the sound off. And the majority of social videos have no captions. So what does this tell you? Virtually every video that you see on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram or Facebook isn't actually being watched. They're simply scrolled past. If you want people to engage with your video, you need to interrupt their scroll. You need to give them something to hook onto. And captions are one of the best ways to do this. And traditionally, they're either rubbish or they're expensive and or time consuming. One of those three. And this software, Happyscribe, has liberated me from the world of awkward captions. The workflow is super quick, super slick, and I love it. The other thing that it does incredibly well is audio transcriptions. And for me, for the podcast, this has been brilliant. Now, there are lots of automatic transcription tools out there, but they're all a bit rubbish and they can be quite hit or miss with the transcription. And as you can hear, I'm Scottish, and a lot of the automatic transcriptions don't like me. So Happyscribe for both audio transcriptions and video captions is surprisingly reliable. So I'm going to show you through Happyscribe now. So this is the Happyscribe website, and the first place I will draw your attention to is the pricing. The pricing is very good. So you can see here €12 an hour for transcription, and you compare that to something like rev.com where you are $1 a minute. That's a really good value for money deal. It's not a direct comparison because it is a machine transcription rather than a human transcription. But when you see how accurate it often is, for most people it's good enough. So I come back to the Happyscribe website. Now, it's important to say as well, although that's the public pricing, that's not the price I paid. On the AppSumo website, you'll see here, and if you're used to AppSumo, you'll know these deals, lifetime software deals. So you pay one fixed price and you have access to the software forever. Now, you saw previously €12 for an hour. Here, there's a lifetime deal at $69. And what that gets you is 2 hours of transcription a month. So that's €44 worth of transcription a month for a one-time $69 deal. I bought the $138 a month deal because 4 hours is going to fit my needs perfectly for all my podcast episodes and all the social video I do. It's golden. So one-time $138 payment, all my transcription covered forever. So this AppSumo deal may not be available when you're watching this, but have a look and see. You'll find a link down in the description below this video. So let's get into Happyscribe. So I'm going to log in. The first thing you will see is that there are a bunch of files there already, and I have them nicely organized into folders. So my folder with all the podcasts is there, and then all my social video transcriptions are here. You can see my remaining credit is 4 hours, which surprises me because I thought it was going to roll over on the 7th, which is in a week. But actually it looks like it rolls over on the calendar month, which for today is great because I only had 2 minutes left and it was going to be hard to show you anything. So let's do a transcription. I'm going to record a quick video. In fact, I will transcribe the intro to this video which you've just watched. So bear with me one moment. So here's the file that I recorded for the intro for this video, and we're just going to let that upload. Now, I could have uploaded directly from Google Drive, Dropbox, any other number of online services, but I simply uploaded it from my computer, so that'll work fine. Interestingly, when you do upload it from Dropbox or Google Drive, it goes much, much faster. As this is uploading, you'll see here on the right-hand side, it says English United Kingdom. Happyscribe will transcribe not just English, but dozens of languages. Most languages, to be honest. I haven't seen Klingon in here, but it transcribes most languages. And it will also automatically translate from other languages. I can click this button here to auto-submit the file once it's uploaded, because sometimes big files take a while and you don't necessarily want to wait to then hit submit, to then have to wait again for your transcription to process. So I'm going to hit that auto submit once the file is loaded, and you can see what happens next. So there you can see that's now uploaded and that's working. Now these transcriptions happen quite quickly. It's not seconds, but it is often just a few minutes. So while that's transcribing, there's a few features here that are worth noticing. The first one is folders. You can create folders for any purpose, but here you can also create workspaces. So workspaces, I think I personally would use if I was working on multiple podcasts for different clients, or if I really want to separate, probably clients is the way that I would use this. For me, folders would allow me to do most things, but with folders, it's quite easy to get things a bit muddled. With workspaces, you can keep things really separated. So if you are a social media manager and you're working with multiple clients, Spaces gives you a good way to separate them out. So my transcription is done now. If I open that, opens in a new window, and there you can see the transcribed video. As you scroll through here, you'll see there are a few points to note. One is, here you'll see your caption may not be readable. It has more than 24 characters per second. That's simply because I was speaking a little bit quickly, and therefore it's had to compress a lot of words into a small space. Here, and wherever you see a red word, it's where Happyscribe's transcription algorithm might not be 100% sure of the translation, or transcription rather. So you can go in and check it. So you can see here, I'm scanning through, and I'm not seeing that much that I would want to change. And for the purposes of this, I'm going to pretend it's all perfect. I know it's not, but you'll see just by scanning through this, it's better than most automatic transcriptions you would come across. So, okay, we're going to pretend the transcription is flawless. I've been through and I've corrected it. So now we want to see the subtitles. So if I click play over here, you see it starts to play the video. And these are my pre-designed caption styles. But let's pretend we don't like that. You're quite different from me. So how would we edit this? And this is one of the things that I really wanted to know before I bought the software, and I couldn't actually find anywhere in any other tutorials. So I will go into some depth on this. Formatting subtitles is easy. If you've used Headliner, this is a dream. So here you can change the font, you can change the color of the text. I'll change that back to white. You can change the size. You can left align, center, right align, bold or italics. The subtitle background, this is really where you're picking the style of the subtitle. So you can have none, outline, wrap, or box. I typically go with wrap. And again, you can pick the color of that wrap. And I'll center that again. And then you can have it at the top or the bottom. That's pretty much it. But it's sufficient for most use cases. Now, one other thing you might notice is this video is not going to work very well as a square. So let's pretend I wanted the captions to all sit between these two lines. This was something that worried me. You can save that and then edit the subtitle limits, which will allow you to control the width of those captions, and it will all automatically adjust. So I was delighted when I saw this. So hopefully that's all going to render the way I want it to. And again, you can see that new character limit coming into play there. So there's a bit of fine adjustment to do there. That's pretty much it. Again, you can simply watch this, go through and edit it. You can go through section by section, play each section, and then simply stop whenever you want and go in and edit it. Brilliant. So that's the video captions for social video. It's really, really easy. So let's go over to a podcast. I'm going to leave this. I don't want to save it. So I'll come into the podcasts folder, and I'm not going to upload a new podcast episode because it's exactly the same as uploading audio. So we're going to come across to the Jess Lorimer episode. I'm going to open that. And again, I haven't done any corrections in this because for me, I'm quite happy that my transcription is really for Google. But if you want an accurate transcription, you'd need to go through it and do a little bit of correction. But it's just a little bit of correction. You can add speakers, so that it will recognize the speakers and automatically tag them. And another interesting feature of this software is you can add your own vocabulary. So if there's a word that's a colloquialism, technical jargon, or a word that's regularly mistranscribed for you, you can add it in to this personalized vocabulary and it'll just pick it up perfectly from then on. So again, you can simply play this and it will simply go through the transcription for you. So a couple of points to note on here are the share and the convert to subtitles. You can export in lots of different ways as well. So you can export as a text document, a Word document, PDF, but also traditional subtitle files, Avid markers, Premiere Pro markers, Final Cut. So all the things that you would need to do professional level subtitles as well. But one really cute feature is the ability to embed the transcription directly into your website without having to do any coding. Now, I normally do this a more difficult way, but I've done this just to show what it would look like. So this is how you generate the embed code for a podcast transcription. And then across here, you can see what that would actually look like once it's embedded. So this is the HTML code here. So it's a very SEO friendly embed. And then below you can see what I normally do. I normally have this little drop down thing so that it's neatly tucked away. But actually I think the search engines would like this much better. So that's Happyscribe. I don't really know what else to tell you. It is very simple, very easy to use, and all the simple things that it does beautifully. I couldn't be happier with this. It's completely transformed my workflow, and I hope you will enjoy it. So that's Happyscribe. It's really very simple, and that's why I love it. If you've enjoyed this video, then I would love for you to subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell. That way YouTube will send you notifications every time I publish new videos, which is usually every Tuesday. If you have questions, you want to continue the conversation, I will be waiting for you in the comments below. And I'll see you again next time.